Hi, welcome to the Easton Training Center Littleton Advanced Adult BJJ Curriculum. This is Unit 3. So this is a new flow for this unit, which will look like this. The professor will be seated. Again, this starts with an entry with a seated guard player and a standing passer. I need to have my foot in this inside position. So I can achieve that a number of different ways. I can move laterally here, and as he follows, step through. I can also come in, pull the ankles, and when he sits up, I step through. I can also push his shoulders. When he comes back, I step through. Or I can just start with a solid wrist grip, maybe two wrists in a head-to-head position. And if I can get this inside position, then I go. So now what I'm doing here is I'm crossing my left knee across his left hip. Right? So the knee comes this way, and I'm going to use my left hip to ride his left shoulder down to the mat. So I don't make this grip until I get into him here. I weave and let go of this grip, ride his shoulder down to the T-Kimura, and lock up the grip on the leg. Now, like before, my knee comes up, he sits up into me. My bottom knee comes through. But this time, he defends not only the hook, but also his shoulder. So I can't get my leg over like we did for the last two units. So, as I'm fighting to get something here, instead, I'll make a little space, step over his head, feed my foot through his grips. And then I'll shoot my bottom leg under his head this way. Now, just like before, I make a grip on the elbow, I post to my head, but it's really important here that I go belly down to get the right angle with my legs. So grab the elbow, look down, belly to the mat, back to lock up this triangle. Finish it. So, for this unit, the review will be the Yoku Senkaku, which is the side triangle that we did from the dorsal setup in Unit 2. And then we will go to, damn it, forgot, cross Kimura. Sorry.
It's okay, just keep going.
All right, we'll edit that out? Sure. Okay. All right, and then we'll also look at the cross Kimura as though the professor has defended, and we've run through all of our counters to his defenses, and we just can't break that grip. So we'll look at an option from there. Sir? So again, the Yoku Senkaku is this. I'm gonna set up the same as before. I get my wedge, I go up high, I crush the wrist down, switch to my right hip, rotate him up with this wedge here. Make my grips, and he makes a defensive grip. My knee comes to his back, and I come over his head. Now, I pull, I do all of the defenses, whatever reason, I just can't make it happen. So I take this foot, step up, my heel to his armpit, fall to my left shoulder, and shoot my bottom leg through. And just like before, grab the elbow and pull. I go to my head and shoot my leg straight through. Come back, lock up the triangle, and finish. Now, for whatever reason, none of that worked. So, the next option, the chain of options, is as follows. Let's actually just go to the dorsal set. So, here I am. His elbow is tight to his body. I can't break his grips. I can't get my foot inside either to go for this triangle. So what I'm gonna do is called cross Kimura. So, I'm gonna go up high, and I'm gonna rotate my left shin under his head. See what I did? I went from here to here. One more time. Here to here. Now I step up with this leg, and I get up pretty high here because it can be difficult for some of us less flexible folks to step over this hip. So I get up high, and I swing this leg over, see? Now I have to rotate my hips one more time. So my hips have to rotate this way. So in order to do that, I swing this foot out to the outside and stand off of that foot. And now I just sink down in front of him and lock my feet behind him. If he comes to his knees, it's all the same, honestly, if he stays on his hip or if he comes to his knees. Even if his hand is inside his chest here, I can still finish. I just finish with my leg. So this leg is gonna press towards his head. You good?
Yep.
This way. Knee taps. One more time. Start here with the frames. Switch my wedges. Down. Switch. Take up. My grips. Leave it back. Step over. Can't break the grip. Can't step inside. So I rotate my knee. Get up high. Step. Swing over. Rotate my hips. Sink back. Comes to his knees. I press my hip or my groin muscle into my wrist towards his head and he taps. That's unit 3. Thanks, guys.